There it goes. Okay. So when Steen gets on here, we'll see how it goes. Check on my son. Be long, he'll be up. What's up, T man? ain't never one in here yet. See, you're in here. See, I got my little newborn with me. I'm eating up a bottle in my pocket right now. Mama's getting some sleep. But what you up to, man? I watched that one stream last night. Andy Letterman. I was checking it out. I asked to see if he was in there a few times. I don't know. I don't think he was in that one. Yeah, he's gonna be getting up soon. Yeah, I got out of there. It's not a. Yeah, I got out of there. It's not a community for me. Uh-oh. Oh, so you're not with them no more. I just popped in for a second. Wasn't long. The guy's a hypocrite. Oh, is he? Is he? Okay. I hadn't watched him long enough to know anything about him. I'll just catch him like a couple of times here and there. I think I saw one where he was fishing. Like as soon as I popped on there, he was fishing, but I was doing other shit, trying to figure this thing out. What you're looking at me on right now is on the Teams, Microsoft Teams. That's the new Skype. Trying that out. So I sent a invite link. Ooh, I'm about to be up and I'm gonna be hungry. Send an invite link to Stan. So as soon as he's up and everything, and like I say, we hadn't planned this, so we've been talking about it for a while. It's just we hadn't. I didn't let him know I was fixing to do this morning. I just sent the link, via email, and we're gonna see how it works. So the screen might change all of a sudden, and boom, he'll be on there. I might have to do some adjusting on there on OBS, but we'll see how it works. Maybe it'll be less buggy than YouTube go live together setup, because man, we could not we got it to work great the first time, and after that we had nothing but audio issues with it. Audio issues, and then it wouldn't connect, period. Like his side was connecting, my side, the one who's actually hosting the stream, would not connect. He would be live, I wouldn't be. Weird. But I don't know, we're figuring it out as we go. Do that. See if that adjusts up. There's a delay between me and when it actually happens, so I have to watch. Then I lean back, and hey, I'm still in frame. How about that? All right. Let's say the guy's a hypocrite, huh? Well, hate to hear that. Like I said, I don't know, so couldn't tell you. What'd he do? If you don't mind me asking. What was he flip flopping on? What's messed up? At least on YouTube side, it's all good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, these streams don't bring much, and I don't expect them to, because like I said, it's just me shooting the shit with y'all. Hell, we're always trying something different, but what does do good is the streams with the machinery, which you've seen that, you know. Hell, I could hit 100,000, easy. And shit, 3 hours. I mean, I'm not trying to brag or nothing. It's just because obviously that's not a brag compared to what everybody else can do. But I was actually kind of relieved because I know the algorithm punishes you if you're off any kind of time, and we've been off for a minute, And I'm just happy that the first stream I did in the machines coming back did like 80,000 views, and the second one did over 100, and the third I think was around 100 or 90. So it's hovering up there. And I remember at one point we had a consistent 800 people watching at one point, which is nice. But I don't know. I'm just glad all that works out. Well, when somebody says something and they turn around and they do exactly what they said not to do. Uh-oh. Again, there's gonna be a delay between chat and me talking. So it's like a minute before it gets to y'all. Kind of sucks, the latency. It's not. I promise you, it's not the internet. I got fiber optic internet. That ain't the problem. I guarantee you what the problem is I'm just a noob when it comes to settings, and I've been trying to take advice from about 20 different channels on how to set this up, and it's not. Yeah, I try one thing, it don't work. I try this one, it don't work. Right now the settings I'm on kind of work, so I'm gonna stick with kind of work because everything else is. But those people have like high end PCs and shit like that. I got a desktop slim that's been slightly upgraded, new CPU and some RAM. Like I'm pushing this poor old little PC. He's one of those guys that will say he hates liberals and acts like one. Ain't that something? Yeah. Yeah, I try to stay out of politics. That's just the best thing to do. I do have views. I do have opinions, and that's everybody. It's like everybody's got an asshole, right? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. And I don't mind that, and I think people can talk without, screaming at each other, but at the same time, we've all come across people that you cannot talk to because they're just screaming at you, you know? That's like, this is a touchy one. That whole, you know, Israel-Palestinian thing, I remember they were telling me that, it's the same thing between the bombs and the rifles and shit, but there's an image I'll never get out of my head. And the main fact was that this was awful. It lives with me to this day, and I can't understand how evil like this truly exists. And I'm not saying Israel's any better. I mean, a little bit, just a little bit, because nothing compares to Hamas. That is an evil that cannot be reasoned with. That's just my opinion. Because if you could walk into an infirmary, if you could walk into a nursery, sorry, not what, yeah, a nursery, point your rifle at a bunch of infants swaddled up and light them up, you cannot be reasoned with. You are evil beyond compare. You should be absolutely obliterated from this planet. And that's just my view on that, and I don't think anybody can ever sway me any different. Yeah, I kind of find it fucked up to shoot infants, How somebody can stand there and pull the fucking trigger on some infants. That is personal. Now, I know they say, well, dropping bombs does the same thing. It does not, because they knock on the buildings. I will say this, at least. They send pamphlets out. They send messages out. They do knocker bombs. If anybody knows what that is, you know that's what it is. They drop knocker bombs, and then they drop the building, right? Okay. When you walk into a nursery and you light infants up, you cannot possibly be behind that. And that's just what makes me drop my jaw anytime. And like I'm getting the images I saw that day. It's waking something up, you know. It's just been a long time. I just no, I just don't want to go down that road again because one of them was wearing the same fucking swaddle my son wore. And that's just you know I would enjoy seeing it be in a parking lot. Let's just put it that way. You dug your grave. You can now lay in it. You know. So that's just where I stand on that, and that's just going to be an opinion I firmly stand with. And ain't nobody persuading me any different. Anyhow. Oh, I'm not politics, dude. I stay out of it as best I can. Straight up, I do get into some conspiracy theories, though. Like, I'll put my aluminum foil hat on and all that. But yeah. I'm straight up, the middle. Yeah. Like I said, I have some values, man. People would think, "Oh, you're a Democrat." No. I mean, I got some values that they'll say, hey, I'm just middle. Like I will vote for whatever is best. But I will say this: there is one side consistently fucking up. Fucking obvious which side it is. There's a lot of things I cannot get behind on that. So take that information and do with it as you will. Yep. Yeah. Now I get this conspiracy theories, man. Hell, we dive deep into that. Like I said, I have some wild ones. But now, by the way, Slipjaw. That's a cool name. Slipjaw, like Slipknot. Anyhow, uh, mainly machinery. I'm operating heavy machinery. That's what it is. It's a weird name for that. I know. It just the name came to me one day. I like it. It stuck. So, but yeah, it does kind of sound conspiracy-ish, So yeah, I got you on that one. We do it though. We get into it every now and then when we do these type of streams. Cause I have a theory on like the Moa, which I'm saying that all kinds of wrong. I know. I have theories about Maui. What happened there? The Maui fires. It was Maui. Yeah, Maui fires. Yeah, I have strong theories on that one. You know, I don't know, just shit like that. Interstellar objects. Three Eye Atlas. That was an interesting one. They we still ain't heard nothing about that because, ironically, the government shut down, so we won't find nothing out on that for a minute. Ironic timing. Let's see. I find it weird that a Moa flew by. Not too long after that, we had those Chinese spy balloons, and this is my honest, humble opinion. When those string of balloons hit, and they flew across, floated across the border and all that, and they let it float all the way across the U.S. and then shot it down just as it gets over the ocean out of North Carolina, South Carolina, North Carolina, I think it was. Anyhow, they shoot it down there and then they retrieve it, and that's the last you hear of it, right? It's kind of weird. I think honestly, truly, they were studying that. 100%. I think they were studying because if that was truly Chinese spy balloons, that shit would have been popped before it hit the border. Is what it is. That shit would have been done before it even hit the border. You drive from your house and go anywhere you're on camera. 20. Yeah, dude. Hey, they are watching. So I know everybody's noticed that. Let's see. I'm the type of guy that reads a book, decides on what book was telling me. I don't believe what the book told me. Exactly, yeah. You got to formulate your own opinions. Be a critical thinker, Think it through. Don't be persuaded so easily. But that's like, yeah, those cameras. So that's interesting. I'm glad you brought that up, dude. They got them all around here. And, like, you could be out in the middle of the country, dude, and find these things. It's crazy. They've been popping them up left and right. Yeah, and you know what the sad part was is I was watching some channels on that, right, and I was just seeing people who are more tech savvy about it, who understand the company better and understand the device better, and they're saying yeah they full on can track everything about you, and they said here's the weird thing, it's a subscription based type account that these departments are using, which means they can do with that data whatever they want, which they have been. They're actually selling your data, your traveling habits that you did not subscribe to. You did not want that. They are tracking your traveling habits, what you do, how you move, and they're selling that to different companies based on what they can market to you, right? Hey, you travel this area a lot. Well, hey, there's this right here in this area. There's a Walmart right here. There's a I don't why, that's kind of messed up. You can't even get away from it now because now even when you drive, they're tracking you left and right. So I heard that aspect of it, and I was like, that's what's next. They're gonna start issuing speeding tickets in the mail, and it's not hard because what they could do, they could scan you here, because this is what they do to truck drivers. See, whenever they do your logs, this is a whole other part of the logbook they don't tell you about. Some people just find out the hard way. If you're speeding, like let's say your log started here, you ended up here, and they can calculate the time and distance. If you had any stops or anything like that in between, and they could tell you what your average speed was, and they can go by whatever the average road speed is in between that point and this point, and they'll say you're speeding, and you can get you can get a ticket off of that. It's happened. So what's to stop them? Because right now it's just, hey, it's doing this great thing. They always use that good thing that it does to justify putting more up and then taking more freedoms away. So let's say you leave out to work every day, and you can't lie to me. Nobody can lie to me. We all speed. It happens. When you're by yourself, you're fucking gunning it, right? Hell, it is what it is. So what's to say you get scanned at this one? This is coming too. You get scanned at this one, you head on down the road, you get picked up by another one. All right, let's say the road's 65. Let's say you average 72, 73. All right. So now, next thing you know, well, hey, we picked up this tag on here. It picked up at another one. He was going 70-something miles an hour in a 65, in between these 2 points in this amount of time. They can calculate all that up. And then by the time you make it to that third one, that's where they'll have a trooper sitting there. They'll pull you over and get you for speeding. It's just, that shit is coming. I 100% believe that's the next step. Oh no. Hey, Stan. You popping on here? Nope, camera just cut off. Well, let's do this then. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hey, y'all like my display? It's pretty cool. Let's see. You do anything, you talking about anything around your devices, like I was talking about siding an hour later. I had nothing but siding commercials. Yeah, dude, that is another, that's been proven. Yeah, everything you got, your phone. Well, for instance, like back in the 90s, I want to say it was, the early 90s, roughly, maybe late 80s. You know what, that might have been late 80s. The CIA said that if they could have a listening device in every household, it would make their job very, a lot easier. Well, lo and behold, whenever the cell phones come out, that was a device that just took, yeah, this camera's very much dead. I gotta cut it off. I'm gonna use the security camera. It's gonna be the best thing I can do. Anyhow, the quality's gonna get suckier. Just letting you know. This, that. Prop this up like so. Let me pull this up. Give me 1 second, y'all. We'll be back up and going. Give me 1 second. Yes. Oh yeah. Okay, here's this. Y'all gonna see a device pop up, and you'll see me for a split second, and I'll go into it fully. 1 second, and boom, we're back. Oh, first off, hold up. Off. Hey, there we go. Y'all were seeing night vision version of me. I do look probably terrible. Okay, there's that, and we're back to chat. Alright, cool. Alright, we're back. Let's see, I work at an airport. There's cameras everywhere. Oh, let me go back to live. There we go. Okay. It's not just cameras, but it's facial. See, Walmart does that. A lot of people don't know that, but you know, when you walk into a Walmart, just pay attention to this next time. There is a camera that sits face level. All right. If you've been banned from Walmart, what they don't tell you is that they scan your face pretty much. So you're like, how would they figure out? You just walk into Walmart, you know, just not pay attention to nobody or don't bother nobody. No, the fact is, it will recognize you the second you walk through those doors, and then security will come out and get you and remove you. That's how they do it. It's facial recognition. I mean, just, you know, something that exists. They're trying to restrict our movements too. Yeah, they are. They've been trying to do that. Here in Canada, we will actually, helicopters that will send information of your speed. Yeah, we got that here too. Virginia. Yeah, anytime you drive through Virginia, they got an aircraft. They'll have signs that says speed enforced by aircraft. Ooh, somebody's about to be up. Oh, stream's froze, it looks like. Yep. Sorry, y'all. Now you have to, now you have to, have a star on your driver's license so you can even fly. That's, restricting your movements. Mm-hmm. Hold up. YouTube is spazzing out. Give me 1 second. Poor thing. It's freaking out, y'all. Not using much CPU, so it's not that. Yep, it's probably a picture show for y'all. Yep, it's a picture show. Give it a second to try to level back out. See, this is the part I don't understand. This is all in the settings. I don't know if y'all can hear me clearly, but it's definitely skipping on the video. Think before you sheep, good name. What's up, cowboy? Once again, I see you again, buddy. Yeah, maybe if we can get this video to work right, it'll be alright. But, we are having difficulties. You know what? Oh, I got you. Now I know what it is. So it was set to the other camera. Okay, this is what's wrong. Ooh, and I can't change it. Oh no. Well, this camera's gonna have to fire back up because I can't use that one. Hey, little man. Okay. Let me do video capture device. Okay. Okay. So y'all should be seeing off of this one. We'll do away with the display capture. So you remove that one. Yes. Let's go back here. Okay, so we're back on that camera. It should run now. That's what it was. Oh, now I really gotta fix it. Hold up. Enable preview. My bad. Look, I never said we were professionals at this. Alright, angle you down. There like that. Gotta use this piece of foam to Hold it up. Everything's weighted down by this charger. There we go. I think we're back good. Okay, I think we're back. Okay. Now I can do away with the preview. Boom. And back to YouTube. She should be running now. Yeah, I think we're running. Okay. Let's see. Your audio is fine. Must be your video card. What video card? Anyhow, that's on the to-do list for this machine. It's an HP Slim, so it's limited. I was looking at a they did a 4 gigabyte or a 2 gigabyte, was it? They did a 2 gigabyte video card in one video I saw, but I found a 4 gigabyte, and it would be supported, you know, by my power supply. So we'll see. I'd rather do that one. Now let's see. Yeah, it's like a picture show. It should be right now because the problem was I had it set to the settings of this camera, and whenever I lost that camera, when it shut down because the battery's pretty weak on it, and this power supply's not keeping up. Yeah, because it hasn't charged in a minute. It's been off all this time. I've been using the security camera, but I think we're back up and going now. So no smashing cars today. It's a Sunday. We are off this Sunday, which is nice. Ain't nothing pressing though, so that's why. No smashing cars today. We all live in a big FEMA camp. So do y'all remember back? Hey little man, I got you some milk warmed up. Just go when you want some. But do y'all remember the whole Walmart debacle? When they were shutting down Walmarts left and right, and they were basically turning them into full-on FEMA camps. The military was coming in and all that. That was weird. They had all the plastic caskets and all that shit, you know, where they could put like 4 bodies per tote, you know. Just what were they planning then? And it got kind of thwarted by an election. I remember this. You see, they think we forget this shit, but we didn't. But I remember the Walmart. So whenever they were running the fence around the perimeter of an old Walmart, they would just shut it down, empty it out, and then boom, this military would come in, and people were trying to fly drones. See, drones were very new at that time. You know, they were trying to fly them up and go in there and see, and you know, they were constantly having to deal with the drones. But I remember the Constantine wire. This is something to remember. The Constantine wire wasn't on the outside to keep people out. The Constantine wire was on the inside to keep people in. See, that's details you got to pay attention to. And I remember one guy actually made it inside one of those, and they saw where it was like a processing, like a people processing center. Like they walk you in, you go into these, you know, like troughs, almost like, you know, animals, you know. And yeah, just interesting what they were doing there, you know. They had Walmarts popping up, like, didn't last 4 months. Who opens a Walmart up? It don't last 4 months, and then they shut it down. And then the building is done. They do that with the building. Remember, they had that Walmart show up in that one little small community. They had their own store, and mind you, there wasn't nothing for a long time around them. Well, obviously, when the Walmart opened up in 4 months, it destroyed their local, you know, grocery store. They shut down. And then the Walmart shuts down. And then now these people were having to drive hours away just to get their groceries and shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just a lot about that didn't make sense to me. There goes the sunlight. Let's see. I didn't know that. Here in Canada, we didn't experience that. We experienced that here in the U.S. I remember that clear as day. I believe one day they're going to have borders around every state. You're going to have permission to go to another state if you want to. Yeah, well, hey, it's already kind of happening when you think about it. DOT checkpoints on the CDL side of things. Where is the car crushing? Not today, right now. I need it now. I got you, buddy. What's up, Ernie? Man, I tell you. Yeah, we're just shooting the shit today. Hey, it'll be back tomorrow, though. We got to load a truck, too. That flatbed. Put 20 cars on there. We're planning on doing it Friday, but that didn't work out too well. But it's definitely got to happen tomorrow. Oh, and I got to show Chasten how to do it, too. So you might see some of him doing that. Which he knows. I told Chasten about the whole streaming deal, right? And so he's, you know, he's savvy to it. He knows. So whenever he goes to hop in there, he'll be seeing y'all. So y'all get to properly roast him when he starts jittering and whatnot. Anyhow. So were they prisons? In a way, right? I don't know. It was more like a just a processing center for people, if that makes any kind of sense. I don't know what they were planning or what they were preparing for, but it was serious, and they had a bunch of caskets and shit too, man. I remember they had this man, that's what they were. They were well, when I say caskets, they weren't nothing fancy. It wasn't like your typical casket you think of. It's those plastic totes that can hold 4 bodies at once for like a mass casualty type, you know, event of some sort. Who knows? Anyhow, but at the same time, they were doing the Walmart thing too, you know, which was very weird to me. Oh, there went the video. That camera's dying. Yep. ZR stuck on one image of me. We're gonna let that camera charge. Just gonna let it charge. Oop, turn that off. Come on, charge it faster than that. Yeah, unplug that. Plug that did this. There it is. No, that is not. Oh, that is it. I had an adapter on there. Alright, let me plug this in directly and just see. It might be that long cable too that's not just feeding enough power. Sometimes that affects them. Not to mention it's an old ass cable. This is a better one. Well, she's not flickering like she was. Let me see if this will bring it back. Are we back? Oh yeah. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to. Yeah, this is that stiff wire too. This thing doesn't cooperate. Maybe that'll hold. So now I gotta go back in here, video capture device, remove, yes, enable preview, reapply, booyah, that, it's weird. There it goes, we're back. Hey, maybe it'll stay on longer this time. If it does it again, we're just gotta let it charge. Enjoy whatever picture it sticks me on. When I lean back, perfect. Okay. Enable preview. Boom. Okay. I like to kill the preview. Save on some CPU. There we go. And we're back. Let's see. Where are these closed down Walmart's prisons say for the was it for? No, this been a long time ago. This is well before all those issues. Oh, it's adjusting on me. Use this camera to keep it in line. Come on now, cooperate. Stay. Oh, now the keyboard's like killing it. Oh, actually, I had that cropped out, that's why. My bad. Okay, maybe we'll get this right one day. I don't know. Shitty setup, don't you know? Oh, someone's about to be up. You getting ready? Yeah, that's interesting about Walmart. You're saying because up here in Canada we don't have problems with Walmart. Walmart is open almost 24/7. Yeah, yeah. They like I said, this was back. I want to say around 2013 to 16, something like that. I'm off on that time. I know but it's somewhere within that realm. You know, because I remember something about the what do you call it, the election that kind of interrupted all that. But I do remember, because drones were still kind of like the normal, you know, civilian type, four quadcopter type drones. People were flying those in there with like 720p cameras, trying to catch stuff, because it was just weird. Everybody was talking about it. I remember Alex Jones was hooping and hollering about it too. But yeah, dude. Uh, just weird set of circumstances. I don't know what they were planning or what they were trying to do, but they were trying to do it. They were. I mean, that's just a fact that was happening. I remember that clear as day. The internet might have a different, perspective on that. They might say, "Oh, it's AI. AI didn't exist back then." You know, no, that was very much real. So I don't get that. Hold up. Oh, I'm looking at the security camera. That's why. That's messing me up. We'll minimize that just in case. Okay, because again, we're running on this camera. Ooh, I see some eyes popping open every now and then. Ooh, big stretch. Oh, that's a big stretch. Won't be any second now. He's about to do a hanya da hishim mama Oh, look at that boy. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a conspiracy now, but it was real back then. We were really trying to figure out what they were planning. Just I don't know if they were doing like some type of training deal. It's very expensive to be shutting down Walmarts like that to do some training. I don't know what was about to happen or what they had planned, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. Everything we've learned since 9/11, wouldn't put it past them. Mandela effects too. Lots of things people remember. Everybody else is like that's not true. Well, I mean, just this is shit we lived through back then. I understand what the elders say now. Where they say, well, yeah, times were different. This and that. This is what happened back then. That's like a lot of people get that shit wrong with Martin Luther King. Respect the guy. He had a great movement and all that. But I remember my father, my aunt, and they were teenagers at the time. Now, my father, my aunt, my uncle, and my other aunt were up on top of a train car watching that march. I remember this clear as day. Well, I don't remember this. They've always told this story, all of them, that behind that movement there was fire, there was burning buildings and all that, and there was one picture taken where they were spraying a dude with a fire hose. The reason the fire department was out there was putting out the fires that they were starting, and they were trying to run up and actively start the fires again. So what else are you gonna do? Would you rather us shoot them? No, they sprayed them. But now that image, because I remember this shit being force fed to us during school. I remember this. It all starts in the school, by the way. Pay attention to what they're teaching your kids. But I remember we had these two, and I will say this, they were racist, dude. These two substitute teachers that were in this school were racist as all get out, dude. And they would force us. They would pick you out of the hallway. And if you was in the hallway, you didn't have a bathroom pass or anything, they'd stick you in this room, and they kept playing this one video over and over and over about how oppressed you know, they are this and that, right? They would always do. They would force. I shit you not. She would pick only white kids out the hall, man. She used to put, for instance, they used to put all white kids. They would come into a class, pull out all the white kids. I remember this because I lived it. They would pull all the white kids out of the class, put us in one room, and we would be forced to watch those videos. I mean, dude, that happened so freaking often, man. It was so annoying, and I had problems with it then. You know, I was questioning it. You know, like I was like, dude, you know. So then I actually started asking questions. You know, I started digging. You know, and the next thing you know, well, hell, my father, my aunt, my uncle, all of them were born and raised in Memphis during that time. No kidding. And they watched that whole movement. Yeah, they were burning shit behind it. That's the reason that whole photo exists. They were putting out fires. And the motherfucker was trying to run up and start fires. Yeah, I'd spray a motherfucker too. I don't give a shit about the color of his skin. Motherfucker's trying to burn a building. I'm gonna spray you. Would you rather me shoot you? I don't know. Just they remember it. They lived it. You can't go by what, because again, so much shit gets twisted from when it happened to now. You know, so much shit has gotten twisted. You take one video, one picture, and it's so put out of context. And then you hear the people who lived it, and you can ask anybody that was born and raised during that time. That's what happened. Even Martin Luther King acknowledged this. He says, I don't condone what's happening at the back of this movement, you know, because even he knew what was going on, you know? This is what it is, man. There's people that lived it, and there's people who speculate about it, you know, and it's just, you know, I'm always going to go with the people who lived it. Oh, I see what dude's doing. I see. Oh, don't worry, he's gone. Let's see here. Boom. Dealt with. If I was a mod, I would have leave him right away. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Yeah, I got him taken care of. What's up, Ernie? Yeah. No problem. Yeah, dude's being wild. But you know, people don't really talk about that much. You know, you got everybody. Every time somebody hears racism, it's always the whole. You know, it's always just white people, right? You know, but I swear, some racist shit happened in that school towards me. I promise you, it did. Because them two teachers were beyond racist, and I mean, it was no secret. They were open about that shit too. They were very open about it. Their hatred. Like I said, they used to go into classrooms, pick out all the white students, put us all in a class, and force us to watch those videos. Didn't like that. Didn't like that too much, you know. So that happened to me. You know, that happened to me. I got people, you know, that I went to school with that it happened to. You know, I mean, it's just they existed. Now I'm not sure if they're still there. I hope not. But anyhow, just remember, whenever all this wild shit that happens, you know, people acting stupid and crazy and whatnot, it all starts because some people take to that shit, you know. They full on just follow that shit like sheep, you know. That's why I say think before you sheep. They just fall right into it. I just don't do that. Think for yourself, because I was thinking for myself then. I was like, I don't know if I should believe this. I questioned it, and I was rightfully so to question it. I mean, it didn't make sense to me. And then I started digging, and it didn't make sense. Yeah, that one fucking photo they kept passing around. Amazing what a little bit of context does. What's up, Purple? We all learned that together. It's weird they isolated the whole white. It is, dude, and that shit happened. Brooklyn. Me and Brooklyn, we were going to the bathroom. She was coming from the bathroom. I was going to the bathroom. We didn't have hall passes. Our teacher didn't really care, you know. And we were crossing each other in the hallway, and that damn racist ass substitute come out there and grabbed both of us. What do we do? We had to sit through recess and all. This was back in elementary school. We had to sit through recess and everything watching the videos. It was just me and her, and the whole thing. whole class. And nobody could question them. You know, if you questioned them, you was called a racist. Even my teacher couldn't question them, you know, like, hey, you know, we don't like dealing with her. Just do what you gotta do, I guess. Yeah. I swear they were twins, too, man. They were both fat and ugly as hell. Oh, excuse me, I was being insensitive to their weight, but they were ugly as hell. Let's see. Yeah, I don't miss that. I believe what my ancestors tell me. I also believe what I've seen. Yeah, like I said, man, my family grew up in Memphis. They seen it. Hell, all the people that I work with over there in Memphis, dude, they all seen it. You know, they're old heads, man. They were from that time. They saw it. It was no secret. That was a big movement that happened, and then they saw the fire happening behind it. Just ridiculous. But people always take that one little photo of dude getting sprayed. That's what they run with. I'm not saying no wrongdoing was happening, but there was a change. You know, people were, like I said, they were getting included. See, are you married to a lifetime girl that you've known? Not even a high school girl, sweetheart, but a girl you've known. Yeah, I am. I am. My wife, we've known each other since we were kids. We used to play together. We never, like I said, I didn't know this whole time because again, being a dude, we're retarded when it comes to that stuff. Oh, sorry, I used the hard R. We are when it comes to noticing shit like that, you know. But I guess after a while, you know, it all worked out, you know. But we all went off. I guess if we were to get together right away, might have been problems. I don't know because we were both inexperienced. We went separate ways, you know. Like I said, well, you know, it wasn't like we were mad at each other. It wasn't like we broke up or nothing. We were never together. But she went her way, I went my way. You know, we experienced life differently. We come back and then boom, it was like just, you know, why didn't we do this sooner? But you know, oh, I think my son's up. Yeah, that's my baby boy. What are you doing? Don't kick your brother. Kick your brother. Eat. Eat. Oh, so easy. There we go. Oh, no, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Come here. Oh, you're so heavy. Let's see. That's awesome. So obviously you were from a small town. Yeah. Yeah, we're from a small town, but I've been all over the east half of the country. And finally, I can say I went out west. Now, it was only one string out west. We just drove all the way out to Colorado, seen the sights, and come back. We drove through, of course, I've been all through Missouri and all that shit, dude, so that's nothing new. Like, I was super familiar with all the shit I was running through there. Hit Kansas. I knew all the way up to Wichita, Kansas, and that's about the furthest west I'd ever been. Uh, Shot on past that. We went all the way out to Colorado. Shot down south, clipped through New Mexico, come back through Oklahoma, and hit Arkansas, which I know all the spots down through there because again the Ozarks and all that, and then shot back up to Tennessee. So it was a hell of a road trip. 2,000 miles, a little over 2,000 miles. It was fun, hard. It was hard. What I mean by hard, when you're doing that with a toddler and a pregnant wife, it's not easy. It was not easy. We made it within 100 miles of our destination over there in Colorado because Black Bears Pass is where we was going, and we were going to sleep there that night and just explore around, take pictures and all that. And but we ended up, like I said, little man, he was done. You know, he was tired of being in that car seat. You know, we stopped every 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. You know, and stretched and walked and all that. You know, but he was tired of it. You know, and I know the first time we hopped back in the car after that trip when we got home, he didn't trust it. He was like, "Are we just going down the road, or are we going on a long trip?" But so we said we're just gonna hold off on anything like that until they get old enough. Yeah, both of them will have to be sitting at least, you know, little Eli there, he's gonna have to be sitting at least, we'll say what, 5 would probably be about a good age to do that, because he'll be about 8. But yeah, it was definitely difficult. Just like the girl I'm gonna hook up with, I've known for 25 years. We've been talking for 15, and we just click whenever we talk to each other. Doesn't matter the topic. What's your thoughts on gooning? Gooning? Now hold up. The hell is gooning? You gotta enlighten me on that one. It's like I know hooligan and all that, but gooning. Hold up. Full stop. What is that? I didn't realize. Yeah, I was a boring some gun now. My whole life's been work. We barely got to get out. Other than work. Oh, that's Curso. I thought that was a T-Man that said that. And I've heard it before. I just don't understand the context behind it. It's like when your children miss you. You gotta spend those times with them. Oh, yeah. Well, you see, you know, so there's something weird that happens whenever you have kids. So I went to the Ozarks here recently before Eli got here. I rode out there. It was a 9-hour ride. 4 hours out. Well, it's like 4.5 hours out there, 4.5 back. You know, I rode all the way out there to where we would start the trails and all that, right? And I got right there at it, and I started missing them. I had just the strongest feeling of just missing, my family. And I ended up turning around, rode straight back. 9 hours straight on a bike, dude, sucked. But on a dirt bike on top of that. It was a CRF 300. L. It wasn't the rally version. It ain't the comfy version. It was the dirt bike. 9 hours. I had the strongest feeling of missing them, man. I figured I'd rather be at home. Yeah, and on top of that, everybody dropped out on me. I had like 4 or 5 people going, over to the Ozarks. We were going to live off the bikes all weekend. And every single one of them, I'd like to say it right now, but I can't say it, backed out. Every single one of them. And the last guy that normally goes, but I understand his reason. He's going through a rough time right now. But everybody else, nah. Y'all suck for that. So I was like, well, ain't nobody coming out this way anyway, so. Yep. Bless you. Bless you. Ugh. Ugh. You got boogie. You got boogie? Yeah, you got boogie. I got you some. Okay, look, right here. Ugh. Ugh. Yummy boogie. Yeah, watch that. Yummy. Hey. Gotta spend those times with them. Miss my kids. Both my boys are 25 and 23. I still miss cuddling with them. Yeah, I know you can pretty much, if you get like a baby bed and all that, you can pretty much kiss all that shit goodbye. They're gonna sleep with you. They're gonna be right there in between you. Little man, you could start him off by laying him in his bed. He'll end up sometime in the middle of the night. He'll be right there in between you. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, little man? What you getting into, huh? What are you getting into? trying to peel that? Yeah. What you getting into? You want to say something? Say something. Say hello. Say hello. You see the screwdriver? No, we can't get the screwdriver. Say hello. Say hello. No, that's for Eli. Nope, 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 that's for Eli. Nope. Don't like that on me. I see how it is. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Eli. Already getting beat up on. Let's see. Enjoy every moment, because once they hit the tweens, they're never going to want to be around you. Yeah, man. I don't know. Let's hope not. Everybody want to do their own things. I don't know, man. He's getting to where he can disassemble things, which worries me. That's like he figured out Mom's phone yesterday. Well, we couldn't believe it.
Mama.
Yes, son. I see. No, we can't play with that. That's Mama. Can't play with that. Okay. Leave it alone. But he got a hold of her phone. Now, mind you, we don't let them just have phones or nothing like that, you know. I don't want to raise them on a tablet, you know, like everybody else. But, he got a hold of her phone, and just out of nowhere, he took and pulls up the camera, and he takes and points it at us, and he's taking pictures of it, like good pictures too, you know, and then he swaps it over to video and starts running around taking a video. Yeah. He did all that on his own. We never taught him that. He figured it out like that. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? One, two, one, two. Can you say it? One, two, one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 8. Oh, you hadn't made it there yet. We're getting there. Oh, don't hit. Ah! Don't hit Daddy. It's not funny. Oh, don't hit Daddy. Don't stop. Hey, nope. Stop hitting. Stop hitting. Nope. Stop hitting. Nope. Alright, got your arms. They're mine now. What's this? What's this right here, huh? Don't hit me. I got you. I got you fixed right here. What's this? Oh, now you're all innocent. Yeah. Okay. Alright, come on. I got you. Change that butt. I'll be right back, yo. Yeah, but smartphones are easy to operate, yeah. Be right back. I see. Yeah, leave that alone. Well, let's go change that booty. Change that booty. Oh, we need a wipey first. And a diaper. Oh, need a wipey and a diaper. Wipey. Now I need the diaper. Why are you putting your shoes on? Come on. Come on. Fill that diaper up. Just be. Why are you running? You trying not to get your nose wiped? Huh? Yeah, we wiping that nose. Come here. I got you. I got you. And your nose has been wiped. He tried to get on his bike and ride away. Your bike? And we're back. What's up, Regulo? I said that all kinds of. Oh, you want your pants and shirt on? Come here. Here. Put that shirt on. Put your arm through this one. See, these shirts go on a little different. There's that one. And this one. Let me see your head. I'll help you. There you go. Now, we gotta button all this up. Button this up, you gotta stand still now. They put some tiny little buttons on this thing. Daddy got big fingers. That combination does not mix. I got this. I got it. Almost done. Alrighty. Now, pants time. Yep. There's that one. Stick it down the same side now. There you go. Whoa. There you go. Resting your Sunday's best. Oh, son, I miss it. Yeah, dude. Also understand how much a child. Yeah, yeah. Children miss adults. Every child should have a mother and father. That's what we're trying to do, man. We're that's why I put in the extra. We don't have no extra money right now. It's only me working. But the one thing I will not do is say, hey, I need you to work. You know, to my wife. You know, I need you to work too. You know, and we have to go through babysitters because I'll tell you one thing: I don't trust people. I don't. When it comes to my kids, I don't trust them. There's two people on this planet that I trust with my son, and that's my father and my sister. That's it. You know, I don't trust nobody else. You know, I don't trust. I've heard too many horror stories about babysitters. A lot of them, they're worthless anyways. You know, just is what it is. And I just, you know, the best person to take care of my kids right now is my wife, and I'll make sure I do anything I can to make sure that happens. You know, she has that ability. So as long as we're staying afloat right now, that's all that matters. You know, I want them to have the best, you know, upbringing. Ain't that right, son? Yeah. You know what's sad to me is there's some parents that miss like very critical moments, first steps, things like that. You know, because a babysitter gets to enjoy it. Now leave this alone, son. You know, they miss out on it, but a babysitter gets to see it. I don't believe in that. Son, leave it alone now. Bring this over here. Need to be getting into this one. Leave it alone. Anyhow. Yeah. But I've done everything in my power to make sure. You and these boogers this morning. I'm gonna bring the paper towels over here. Knock your brother around. Well, we can grab a bunch of these. Here. You thought you was getting away. I stuck one in on you. Like that nose. Hey, let me get you a drink. No, we can't go bye-bye. Not right now. Do you want a drink? Yeah. Let me get you a drink. Oh, you need a drink. Scratch thing. I got your drink right here. Strawberry banana juice. How does that sound? Good. Here you go. sleeping. I had a long night. Come on. Come here. Shh. No, we don't do that. Here you go. Here, he'll be sitting right here. Oh yeah, also terrible twos. So we're going through that right now. Ain't that right, Eli? You'll be going through it too. Yeah. The terrible twos. I'm gonna be a little menace. That's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna go back to this live stream and say, yeah, you jinxed yourself. Yeah. So precious. That's why I'm unemployed. Oh man. Unemployed. What was that, little man? Kidding. Plus, I don't have kids. I got you, buddy. I got you. What is it, son? He's peeking around the corner. And yeah. Where you going? Oh, he's up to no good now. Well, you know, you're up early. Normally you ain't up till about 9 or 10. Well, Eli's been snoozing now. He's gonna be getting up soon though, because it's about time for feeding. Bless you. No boogies this time. Hey, your brother. Look, he's giving you knuckles. Easy. You okay? Look at his little hands. See that? They're just like yours. See your hands? See that? Oh, easy, easy. See his little hands are just like yours. Easy. Easy. Yeah. He's being so precious. First they're sweet, then they're sour. Then they're back sweet again. Hey Eli, my eyes are wide open now. You hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. Back out. He went back out. Well, he was hungry. I'll put this right here, son. And you say Eli? Eli? Eli. Easy. Easy. I see. You used to be riding one like this? Yeah. He pointed out, so it's an even flow car seat. He just pointed out the E and the O. Good job, little man. Hey, look. E. See, look. Look. See that? E. See? E. V. E. N. F. L. O. Even flow. It's almost gonna sound like Wally. Eva. Oh, you hadn't seen. You have seen that movie.
You boo boo boo.
No, he don't have a boo boo.
Hi.
I'm sleeping. See, his hands just like yours. You gotta be so careful with them, son. Be oh so careful with them. Oh. I'm messing things up over here. Like downside of that cord. That's why I use that other one. It's so stiff. Yeah. But can't he point out E-I-O? See, that's Mama's. See?
You boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, don't hit it. Don't hit it. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we're about to eat. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Alright, son, I gotta feed your little brother. Okay. Come here. Oh, I see you. Look what Daddy's been warming up. Oh, my bad. Our camera pointed up. Let's see. What's up, John Roberts? I have a bad toothache right now. Ooh. That sucks. It's body temperature. You ready? He's all been ready. Oh. Ooh, taste that milk. Ooh, he's like, oh, I taste it on my hand. I'm about to eat my hand. Right here. And it's warm. Yeah. Oh, that's the good stuff. Oh, that's the good stuff. Don't do that. Son, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Oh, that's good, ain't it? Let's burp. I just heard a little bit. I hear you. It is. Say, well, I want some more of that now. Oh. I know that wasn't all the burps you had.
Yeah.
I know you burp a lot.
Um.
No, son, he can't drink your drink.
You go eat that.
It's like, give me some.
You go eat. Yeah.
Son, Easy.
No, 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 no.
Just had a hash brown and an egg melt. Oh man, jealous. Yeah, I am too, Ernie. Let's see. Could make my twin sister mad at me. She could knock my bad tooth out. This is a cuteness overload. Drinking my Folgers coffee, and a glass of milk. So I got some. I made it up yesterday morning. It's eggs and sausage mix. You know, I scrambled up a bunch of eggs, crumbled it. You know, fried up some sausage, crumbled it up into the eggs. It's already salt, peppered, and everything. Look at it, it's heat and eat. Which is what we're gonna do. Son, son, get out. Slow down, son. Slow down, boy. You killed that thing. Well, hello. Is that good? No. No. I know what you're thinking. You better unthink it. Yeah, you're thinking it, but you better unthink it. I know what you want to do. There it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Easy, son. There we go. We got another one out. That's it. You ain't gotta hit them. You've been hitting them enough as it is. Alright, one more time. Last little bit. And then you'll probably either be up squirming for a minute more or you'll be right back out. I don't know. We'll see. Boy, that wind's kicking out there. Oh, thank you. There you go, getting right in there. You know, that's your brothers. You're too big for all that. Are you my baby? Are you my little baby? Yeah. I still fit in this seat. Almost done, Eli. A little bit more. There it goes. That was it. You killed that in no time. You gotta lay off the drinking. There we go. A little bit.
Oh.
Nope, nope, that's Eli. Son, stop. He's so precious.
She.
No. Let's see, the egg milk, I bought it at Walmart. Son. No. Bought it at Walmart. Has bell peppers and ham in it. Ooh. Trying on Robert's. Mauna M. What's up? Getting addicted to milk. Yeah, bad. Yeah, buddy. I can hold some milk down in my day. Uh-huh. Sometimes I drink so much of it, I spit it back up a little bit. And I drink some more.
What's she? What? She.
I see. Why are you picking that apart?
She.
That's all you. What are you, a cat in your past life? What are you trying to do? Ew. Ew. Here's my here. Use my pant leg right there. Yeah, use my pant leg right here. Like your nose. Bless you. Bless you. Here you go. Put on my pant leg. On my pant leg. There you go. You was to go back over here to my arm. I was like, oh, not my arm. There you go. All better. You. What's up? Is that Tian? We got a guy named Stian in here. He's pretty cool. You have a free to the US nowadays. Leave black people alone? I didn't hurt nobody, but I guess, okay. that a fake stretch to lay down in that? Uh-huh.
Wow.
Why do I live amongst people I don't like? If you're asking that question, then evidently that's you. If that's what you see, then that's what you believe. But at the end, your people in the majority like will never get along, or alone, or along. I'm assuming you said you meant along. Well, I mean, hell, if you just break it down to this basic little fact, you know, you got everybody's different on their cultures, right? You know, you don't have to be a part of a whole other country. They don't have, culture. They don't have to be a part of your culture. I mean, you can't force somebody to do anything, right? At least here you can't. You know, they do their thing, we do our thing. You don't have to force us together, you know. It's not nothing about race, it's just a fact. I mean, it's just, basic, basic common sense,
Away!
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing to be mad about. I mean, it's just how it is. I mean, if you want to test that logic, go to Memphis. Go to Memphis and be a part of them. Watch how fast that gets shut down. I don't know. Get that right, little man. You got mama's glove?
Yeah.
Don't hit. Don't hit. Okay? You'll lose that glove. Don't hit. What the hell is this? Mr. Dutch. Throwing out some words, huh? Get that right, little Eli. You gotta stop chewing that darn straw up. Is it the Dr. Phil show? Yeah, it is. I got the Dr. Phil haircut all the way. I normally keep it shaved off. Hey, at least I got the head for bald, though. I know some people, they shave all their hair off. They look weird as all get. I just gotta shave mine. Alright, go in there. Go play. Go play. Nope. No, son. You're gonna drop that drink on me. Nope. Shh. Anyhow. Oh, no. Go play in the road. Okay, on that one. Boom. Here we go. I'll never suggest that to me, to me like that. I understand some people joke and all that, but when it comes to my kids, don't do that. That's called a mic.
Hello!
Yep, they can hear you. You're probably breaking their ears because headphone users probably just absolutely got wrecked. My bad. Sorry, y'all. No. No. Don't spit. No, don't spit. No. Alright, if you're not gonna listen, you're gonna go in there. Son. Son, if you're not gonna listen, you're going in there. Nope. Anyhow. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, sorry about that, yeah. Boy. You gonna pout now? Yeah. I have my earbuds in. Oh no. Queso's brother. Yep. Oh, Queso. They made all the fat jokes about it. Remember that one funny video though? Meat Canyon made, didn't he? That was a Meat Canyon video if I remember right. Where he like people were like gravitating to their phones and the cities were getting sucked in and the planet ended. That was hilarious. Buy it. No, son. Hold again next time, little man. What's up? What was that? Kate Zoo? Kate Zal? Probably botched that name. My bad. Yeah, if y'all hadn't seen that Meat Canyon video, man, that's hilarious. It was no. No. If you ain't gonna listen, you're gonna come out of here. Alright then. That's mama stuff. You can't get into that. Anyhow. Yeah, it was I think it was Meat Canyon that made that one. They're right. Oh. Crashing cars tomorrow? I sure am, John Roberts. Yes, sir. What's wrong? Is that a little ticklish? What is it? I'm just holding you. Hey, don't you hit. No. Don't you hit. Boy, he's bad about that. Hello, cheers from Michigan. What's up, Tyler Denzer? Hell yeah. Uh-oh, somebody's not happy. Uh-oh. He's not happy. Him not happy. He set you back up. We got all kinds of miscombobulated. Oh, there we go. Well, what did you get into?
Yeah. I
don't want to
Bye.
Wonder why. Because the toddler was laying it. I there you go. Oh, we all better now, kinda. Still upset. You are quiet. What are you getting into? That's what I thought. Come on out of there.
Uh-oh.
Come on. No. You gotta stay out of there. What? Yeah, I'll hold this. Okay, you're holding that back. Okay. What are you doing? Oh, no. Oh, I know it. Poor Bubby. Yeah, big feet. Oh. Here we go. How about this? Here we go. Oh, got some rocking motion going. Ooh, that's the stuff. Oh, that's the stuff. Oh, from the UK, Wyoming. Let's see. See, we got Chop. Chop's from the UK. He's a moderator in here. Hello from jail. Oh shit. Oh shoot. My bad. Don't repeat that. I appreciate that, John. We need more context. Hold up. From jail. It does happen. Don't get me wrong. It does happen. I think there's some live streams happening in jail. Probably right now. Oh my god. Here, hold on. We got to find out now. Let me see. Curiosity has won me over. I see old streams from jail. Was Facebook Live from cell? Ah. It is a real thing, everybody. How about that? You never have a nice shaped skull. Yeah. Like I said, man, when I started balding, I said I'm not fixing to. Which right now I look like Dr. Phil. It's been rough here lately, but I'm about to shave it off today, though. Yeah. Once I started balding, I said, yeah, no, I'm not fixing to do like them people who comb stuff over and they do all the extra stuff, and of course that darn hair thing where you put the hair follicles in. Yeah, that stuff's high. What are you doing? You're scaring your brother. You tap the back of his. Anyhow. Yeah, I wasn't fixing to. I just accepted my fate, shaved it off, and come to find out, lo and behold, I actually had the head for it. And now I got a cool scar. Got a scar that runs all that down right here. So yeah. Feels nice sometimes. Sucks some other times. So another thing, you don't realize just how much hair keeps the sweat, out of your face. It does. Yep. Could have a cell phone in jail though. You'd be surprised, my guy. You would be surprised. Yeah. There was one photo I remember seeing. So they got what's called a boss chair at these prisons and whatnot. They set you in. It basically takes an X-ray of your cavities, and there's a famous X-ray sitting on the wall right now down there. They at the time they snuck in a Samsung Galaxy S7 Plus, which is a big phone, and it was in there. It wasn't in the crack. It was in there. It was on up in there, and it wasn't just the phone. Obviously, it was a lot of stuff. Yeah, guy was kind of walking a little funny. Wonder why. And if you remember right, the S7 Pluses, they were the ones that were exploding all the time. They had that little bit of a battery problem, remember? And they were exploding left and right. They had that up their prison wallet. Yeah. Oh, you'd be surprised. You would be surprised what they can keister. It'll make you go. So if you ask me, a Derringer ain't much to smuggle into a prison. So yes, there are guns in the prisons. If they can fit a Samsung Galaxy S7 Plus in there, you could fit a Derringer no problem. You could fit a revolver no problem at that point. Contraband in jail. Well, I didn't know that. Yeah. No worries. They aren't that's kind of just I'm hardcore Mexican. most of the stuff I've been in prison right now is from corrupt guards, bro. Oh yeah. Oh, you'd be surprised, man. Prisons are a business. A lot of people kind of forget that. Some women have their gina. Yeah. Yeah. No, dude, yeah, prisons are a business. A lot of people forget that, and they get state funding. And if you don't have you have to have a certain amount of people in there for state funding, which means they work with, these prosecutors and whatnot to keep people in. And I'm in one of those towns where it's so easy to catch a felony here. Oh, he said I'm not happy. Now I'm comfortable. What are you getting into? I hear things moving. What are you getting into? Your brother's getting in trouble. Den Proud Country. Here. I gotta see what's going on. He's quiet. That's never good when it comes to a toddler. He get quiet, he's getting into stuff. What are you doing? It's not broke. You're trying to do stuff that I don't know what you're trying to do. You're trying to climb up on to get to something, I bet. I bet. Hey. You're okay, son. Nashville, Tennessee. Northwest Correctional in Nashville. Oh no. Pay them good to bring it in 1,000 a week for 3 drops. Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, you're up there by Nashville and Son. Nah, I was over here in West Tennessee. back when it was a Supermax. Now it's like a women's thing. Yeah. That was all after I left, so. Cause they were forcing guys over there, and I just, and it's not even considered a prison no more. It is, but it isn't. The men's side still is like a medium security complex, but the women's side is a rehabilitation center, so you can't call it a prison. Boy, he's not happy. Not happy. Ain't that right, little man? What is that baby boy doing? Oh, them eyes wide open. What is it, son? Yeah. Give me a minute. Let's see. Just don't drop the soap. Yeah, you got to deal with Bubba in a lot of these prisons. You go to federal, you got to deal with Big Bubba. Big Bubba, he ain't nothing to play with. You poop? Did you poop? Yeah. Yeah, you poop. I think I smell it. Mm-hmm. Did you boo-boo? I see. But did you boo-boo? Yeah. Bubblicious. Yeah. Pushing button. But, no, it ain't gonna work, son. It's off. Leave it alone now. Don't tilt it. It's one of those deep tight. Don't tilt it. It'll spill out. Anyhow. Well, I'm about to deal with them, get them all set up. Little Eli, he's going back to bed. I'm gonna set him back in his crib. Yeah, even though he likes the car seat, I don't know what it is. He will squirm when he's not when he's laid flat, but he'll sleep like a baby when it comes to he is a baby, but yeah, when it comes to that car seat, don't understand it. I guess he just likes being upright in a way, But anyhow, about to get off here, y'all. I get this morning going. But it was fun hanging out, interesting conversations and whatnot. Bye, y'all. Take it easy, John Roberts. And we got T-Man that was in here. We had, let's see, Tyler popped up. We had some weird ones in between. There's Ernie. Ernie was in here. Ernie seems cool. Let's see. Bless you. Oh, yeah. That's pretty much it. Yeah, Cowboy was in here, too. But, oh, bless you. If it was a dry one. Bless you. You're lucky with all these dry ones. You did have some wet ones earlier. Anyhow, bye, y'all.